Hey all, Hipper here, or should I say Mystery Hipper here, because today I'm doing something I've never done before, and I'm actually sharing a video from my alternate account or old account here, and that's why there's a big, huge grenade there, because I don't want anyone seeing my gamer tag here. Not that it really matters, because I usually switch it out every 2 weeks anyway, but still, it's better to keep it secret. So it is me playing, it's not my Hipper account, it is my PlayStation account, as you can clearly see on the buttons, the PlayStation buttons, and actually Xbox buttons. And I'm playing my favorite battleship, the Hyuga here. So why do I have an alternate account, or why do I have multiple alternate accounts? Because I actually have a lot of accounts. It's not all of them I use all the time, but obviously I have my CC account, the VII Hipper account that everyone knows. And then I have this account that I play solo, just by myself on PlayStation instead of Xbox. And then I also have a Division account that I haven't really used a lot. And then I have a few experimental accounts also. But so I have 3 accounts really. So the Hipper account is obviously my primary account and also the oldest account. It's the one I set up on day 1 when this game came out. The others are like slightly newer, I can't really remember, but I haven't really touched them for a while. But sometimes I just really like to go out incognito. No one knows who I am, and to be honest, I do have a lot better time playing this way. In this battle here, for example, no one knows I'm a CC. I don't have my CC camo on. I don't have anything conspicuous. My gamer tag is also nothing to do with Hipper. So I can just pretty much, experience the game as the average player experiences it. And that's, I can assure you, quite rare, if not impossible, when you play with your CC account. So like I said, I've never shown any video action from this account before, but I thought, why not? I'll show it this time, and I'll just anonymize it so no one really can tell. But like I said in the beginning, even if somehow I messed up and showed the gamer tag in here somewhere, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to change it next week anyway, and 2 weeks after that, and 2 weeks after that. So I keep, keeping it fresh, and no one can really, recognize me out there at all. And so why do I do that? Like I said, well, it gives me privacy, really. Just to enjoy the game like it's supposed to be played, instead of being like a living bullseye that everyone wants to sink. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes I just want to, play like everyone else. And that's what I use this account here for. The account is not as crazy as my Hipper account. I don't have that many ships, and I haven't also done many tech trees and stuff like that. So I usually have premiums, and I have some very high level commanders on this account here. Obviously, that's one of the things I really like to do. So on this ship here, for example, I am using a fully leveled Takagi with a fully leveled Cunningham and a fully leveled Yacchino, the Italian guy, for a full dispersion build. So very similar to what I use on my Hipper account. I think I use Scharnhorst, not Yacchino, on the Hipper account, but really it's the same thing. So playing incognito like this is actually a lot of fun, because like I said, no one has a clue who I am, and even when I run into other CCs, or people who are very upset with me on Discord and stuff like that, I can just sink them, and they have no idea that they're actually being sunk by me. And I find that actually more than hilarious. And especially when I run an agile cruiser on this account here, and I can catch them in some very interesting explanations on Discord. But anyway, back to why I'm actually showing this video here, because it's also to do that I'm actually quite happy with how the game is played on PlayStation. The main thing is the controller. I think the PlayStation 5 controller in particular is just, way better than the Xbox controller. It really is. And I sort of wish I could move my whole account from Xbox to PlayStation, simply because of the controller, really. And it's also easier to stream from PlayStation, and it's easier to grab footage like I'm doing here. It's actually very, very simple compared to Xbox. So it's a bit unfortunate that you can't migrate your account, and I don't think we'll ever be able to do it. I guess once the mobile game comes out and you're able to link your account that way, perhaps through some fiddling and a little bit of cheating and this and that, you might actually be able to use the mobile game to migrate your account. I don't know, I'm just making this up as we go, but I would very much like that. I would like to move my whole Xbox account to PlayStation, so I don't have to keep a Xbox anymore, because I don't play anything else on Xbox other than World of Warships Legends. So how did I do this? Well, it's fairly simple when you have two consoles. You just download the game on PlayStation and play through the tutorial. And what I did then for this particular account actually is I just boosted a campaign and did some other this and that. So I got some very good premium ships, and at least a few commanders leveled all the way. And if you want to do it right now is a good time, because in the shop you can buy enough stuff to actually level a commander to level 16 if you want to spend 20,000 doubloons doing it. So it's definitely possible. Another question is, why would you do it? And most people probably wouldn't have any need for two accounts. Honestly, there's not really any point to it, is there? And for me, it's only really to be able to play in peace and quiet, and take out the random person who is quite enjoyable to sink in an incognito way like this. So for the average player, there's no need to have two accounts. It's just for me in particular, where my Hyper account attracts a lot of attention, that in some days it gets a little bit too much, and then I just turn the Xbox off, jump on the PlayStation, and honestly have a much better time. Of course, I don't have all my ships, but let's be honest here, I only play probably a dozen ships or something like that out of the 300 and whatever ships we have available here. So those ships, of course, I have made sure I have on this account, so I can play anything that I really like. And for example, then the campaign we're in now, where I really like the Marco Polo, I've also bought out that campaign on this account here, so I have access to the Marco Polo on this account as well in the future if I feel like playing it. I haven't played it yet on this account, but at least the opportunity is there should I want to. So if you just want to get going and you want to spend a bit of doubloons, because you have to buy out a campaign, so you get some premium ships. And I also bought the Hyoga here for 10,000 doubloons back in the day. And you can do that, and then if you buy out the campaign as well, you get some commander stuff that you can use. And alternatively, as I mentioned earlier, you can use that commander level 6 package that's available in the shop right now, which will allow you to max a commander immediately. And that's really valuable, especially when you're starting with 0 battles. Works out really well. I don't really play that many agile cruisers on this account here, because it's mostly something that I do on my Hyper account. Here I play probably actually mostly battleships, followed by destroyers, and then more traditional cruiser builds, focusing on damage and stuff like that. So it's a fairly different experience for me to play on this account, because it's set up completely different, really. And obviously I don't have all the commanders maxed as well like I do on my Hyper account. So it's not true that I always play agile cruisers. That is only on my Hyper account, which where I'm known for doing that on that account. Like I said, on other accounts I play whatever I feel like, really, and it's rarely agile cruisers on this account here. And battleships like Hyoga, the tier 8 Yamato, the name escapes me right now, Republique and Marco Polo, have them on this account. I have a few other ones as well. I have Wichita and Otago, all the good cruisers that I like to play. And then I have a bunch of premium DDs. I can't remember what they are, but it's, all the usual suspects, really. But I really enjoy this opportunity here to actually, just be myself and play. Like I said a few times in this video, just play the game the way it's supposed to be played, where I don't have to, put on the CC hat and play in a certain way, because otherwise I'll just be chased by the whole red team. So it's different, yes, and I don't think it's necessary. I know a few other CCs who have alternate accounts. They probably don't use it as much as I do, and probably mostly for experiments and stuff like that. But especially lately, I've actually been firing this account up a lot, and just having a really good time, really. And I guess I can use videos from this account if I want to, but I think I'll show you this one, and then I think I'll keep it a mystery account for the future. So when you're out there facing an agile cruiser, an agile PlayStation cruiser, then you can ask yourself, is this really Hipper, or is it just another guy playing an agile cruiser? Except I don't really play agile cruisers on this account. But anyway, any PlayStation player out there, could be me. So we're getting to the end of this battle here, and like I said, this is Takagi, my commander here. He's fully upgraded. He's at least level 16, legendary 2 or 3, I can't remember. But anyway, he's high level, and with Cunningham and Yachino, and like a pure dispersion build, really. And I think it works wonderful on Hyaga. So we're at 6 kills here, Kraken high caliber, and not that much damage, but still, pretty good. And I'm just thinking, oh, can we make it a 7-pack here? Who knows? There's just one battleship left, and he's at like 1% health or something like that. So all I have to do is just, pick a way to go around this island. And unfortunately, I picked the wrong way, because I thought he was going to come into this cap here and try to take me out, because that would be the only way he could win this battle here. The only way is to sink me. So, I mean, that would make sense to do instead of heading over to the A cap, which is actually what he ends up doing. It's his, okay, yeah, it might get him a teeny weeny bit of more XP, and he might actually, survive the battle. But, yeah, if that was me, I would have taken the battleship on here in the B cap and just hoped that a miracle would happen and I might actually pull off the win. But not in this case here, and that's fair enough, I guess. So there's 5 seconds left, and that was, a video from my old account. And like I said, it's probably the only one I'm going to show, this one here, but I just wanted to make it obvious that I actually do have one, because a few people have actually questioned that lately, and I don't know why you would question that, but anyway, here it is. So that's the end of the battle. 2770 XP, 6 kills, high caliber, Kraken, yada yada things and whatever. And actually not a bad opponents, like 8 players they got rid of, so not bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.